Hey, pre-notification gang. Thanks the resub BK. Thanks to the resub Pierre, Knox, Bomb, Spoder, Robert, and the Prime Colt. And the resub Forsen and Infinite. And Saturn. And the Prime 0. Yeah, I like the new Vinland Saga OP. It's not as good as the first one from Survive Said the Prophets, but it's still good. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Squeak. The resub Tommy, Fish, Simplical, Odyssey, Radically, Vermilion, and Dawes. And the Bits Lawborg. And the resub Ethereal. Yep, I watched Tokyo Revengers Season 2. It was good. Looks like give sub Kachow and the resub Ducklin, Tier 1 Ares, and give sub Cam. No Dark and Darker tonight. I was going to do X Deviant, but I just really didn't feel like downloading it. Thanks the resub Snivy, Pop Tart, the Bits, Crackerjack, and the Prime, Deem. And the 10 give subs Ethereal. Thank you for that, man. And the resub Hawk and Bits Blaine. No, like I said, Blaine, I'm not going to watch it on stream or anything. It's a full series. Jonathan Majors was dropped from his manager and PR team. I thought that was a fake headline. Was that real? Oh, wow, you're right. Jonathan Majors and manager in entertainment. Because of the domestic violence accusations. There's sub Gur, Kumquat, Bob, Brewing, Bulma, and the gift sub, Meta, and Upover in the tier 1 pup. And the resub Hero and Emperor. Yeah, we can talk about the Kai ban in a minute. And the resub Slab. And the resub Nani. And the resub Soup. And resub J300 and the Bits Squanch and resub Shrimp. And give sub Nosferatu. You hear about Sega buying Rovio even though it's a dead company? Angry Birds isn't dead. I did see it, but I wouldn't say it's dead. Thanks to the resub Crimson, Ellie, Blitzed, and Himelio. You see that someone purposely stole a ton of Pokemon cards and tried to resell them. Yeah, it's super common. It's happened a lot. Thanks to resub Mark and Megan. And the resub Manny in Australia. You see that TikTok has been banned in a state? Oh yeah, I did. Here, I'll bring that down. I didn't look into that, so how does it work? Montana banned it. So how do they enforce that? The ban could come into effect in January. Yeah, so I've seen this tossed around a lot that it encourages dangerous activities. It's referring to like the challenges, like the stealing Kias. They mentioned throwing objects at cars and lighting a mirror on fire. Like that happens, and I actually just read a story today about the 13-year-old boy who died as a result of the Benadryl challenge on TikTok. But it's also not exclusive to TikTok. Twitter does that same shit. It's trends. But yeah, TikTok absolutely does have that problem. It's just not one that's completely exclusive to it. Thanks to the resub Manny, Australia, River, Lease, Valding, and the gift sub Craw. And the resub Rage. Not as many kids are on Twitter. I think you'd be surprised, man. There's a ton of kids on Twitter. Thanks to 10 gift subs, Ethereal. Thank you for the big drop. Hope you had a good day. The resub Branch and the Prime. S in the resub Aura. So legislation makes it illegal for app stores to offer TikTok. It does not, however, forbid those who already have TikTok from using it. Carries a penalty of up to 10K. Interesting. That is pretty wild. Seems like a hard thing to enforce, like with VPNs and all that shit. I don't know how you'd make sure Montana residents don't have access. There's a resub. Cootie, Sapphire, and the gift sub Subatomic. And the Bits Subatomic. I don't have any advice, but I do like Florida. Thanks to Bits Tuxedo. And the resub Soft. Thanks to resub Prodigy. And C. Just bans them from the app stores, that's it. Yeah, it's what it said. But even still, if you just VPN and change your location out of Montana, you'll still have access to it, right? Because this is Montana only. Unless I'm misunderstanding. I have seen that Kachow. And the prime cheese. And the resub Nesso and Pius. I did see Jinxie hit #1 for subs. Huge congrats. Yeah, fucking crushed it. Mudahar already has a video on the TikTok ban. That was quick. Yeah, I'll check that out then. I am very curious to see how they feel like they can enforce this, because it seems completely unenforceable. Thanks, resub Red. Why did Kai get banned? I don't know. There's no info on what he got banned for, I don't think. At least not last I saw a couple hours ago. Yeah, no idea. Exit tier 1 Dirty, tier 1 Cote, and tier 1 Georgie. Oh, what the fuck? And the holy shit, the 30 gift subs ethereal. Holy fuck, thank you for that. Thank you for the big drop. Really appreciate the generosity. God damn. Twitch is not good at explaining bans. Well, it's not that they're not good at it, it's that they just don't. They outright refuse to explain why someone got banned, even to the person who's banned. They don't tell you. Thanks to tier 1 Rex and the resub Manny and Goofy and Crimson. He signs to kick. I think there's a good chance. Well, actually, I take that back. I think you have to put in perspective. I don't think Aiden would have made the switch to kick if he wasn't kind of forced to with Twitch. He's making way too much money on Twitch to switch. Even if Kick offered him a fat deal, I just don't see him switching. He has a consistent community here that he's pulling in unreal numbers. It would be hard. Am I planning on watching the Power Rangers 30-year reunion tomorrow? Probably not. Isn't Dr. Disrespect still going to be suing Twitch? I haven't heard any updates on that, but he should be. 100%. Twitch has a massive problem in explaining why people get banned to the people that are banned. Thanks to tier 1 Chuck and the resub Jesus. The Bits Tuxedo. Yeah, I guess maybe. Can't say I saw that, Butter. One of his Discord mods just said he'd be back. Yeah, like I said, I don't see him switching to Kick or anything or going to any other platform. Twitch is just, it's too big for him. There's just no shot. I would be beyond surprised. Thanks to resub AK and Salty. Thanks to the Bits Tokyo and Starfire. So if Jinxie has the #1 subs on Twitch but 11,000 viewers and someone like XQC has 60,000 viewers, do you think Twitch has a bot problem? No, man. What? It's simply more people sub to Jinxie for the sake of getting #1 than actively subbing to XQC. Jinxie's been popping off, but a lot of that was a push for the #1 spot, so it was like a giant hype train moment. It has nothing to do with bots. Jinxie also has a charm for subbing, so there's more of an incentive. Oh, true. Yeah, something else working in his favor for that. Thanks to resub Grenade, Mazo, and Turquoise. Yeah, it's still a bit hoarse, but not too bad, Jay. Thanks to the resub Dumpster. Did you watch Pope's Exorcist? Just made a whole video on Pope's Exorcist, man. That movie was not even fun bad. Unfortunately. It was just straight up fucking awful. It's a shame. Thanks the resub loan. Stuckman liked it. Really? I just don't know what there is to like about it. It's the most generic horror movie you could ever imagine. And it doesn't do anything even remotely close to trying. It's just such a throwaway movie. Thanks to the bits. Cr1tikal tuxedo. Yeah, it was just boring bad. It wasn't like fun bad. There was a couple fun bad moments, but it was overall just boring bad. People are speculating Kai's ban came from him broadcasting the shoes Kick sent him. Nope. 100% no. Train goes live on Twitch to literally advertise Kick. He does like his press statements for Kick on Twitch. They're not going to ban Kai because he showed Kick shoes. No shot. That's not why. Opinion on Kick? I want Kick to do well. I've said this a million times. I want Rumble to do well, too. I want every streaming platform to do well to compete. Twitch needs competition. YouTube's doing a good job of competing, and the more players we have in that game is good for everybody. Kick has a big problem right now, though, with like the content that it's become known for. Like that guy that keeps fucking prostitutes on stream. Like it has an image issue for sure. And they need to come out strongly against some of the shit like that. Like, it's so weird. And, like, actual just porn. Half the time I go on there, some of the biggest ones are porn. So there is, actual problems just optically from Kick. But another big one is the site is super janky. Like, a lot of the stuff on there is very primitive. Is that just allowed on Kick? No, it's not. They even came out and said they hired like 200 new mods and are like heavily enforcing their terms about nudity and shit. So that was like a day ago or 2 days ago. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Kick is not really competition for Twitch since it's using Twitch AWS feature as its backend, so it's directly paying Twitch for streaming framework. Yeah, I saw that nothing burger of a story. You realize like 90% of like everything in the world uses fucking Amazon AWS? That's just like an actual nothing statement, really. Thanks the resub Bank and the Prime Mikey and the resub Ari. But yeah, I do want Kick to like actually pop off to compete with the big boys. Same with Rumble. I really do. Rumble's terrible. Yeah, no. Rumble and Kick are not amazing right now. I'm saying ideally I would like them both to get better. That helps everybody if both of those services get better. Thanks a resub. Bibby, Dominus, and Wes. I'm sorry to hear that, Wes. I'm wishing you the best. Would you be okay with Kick having an adults-only category? I feel like it could work, but they'd need actual ID verification. Like, it'd need to be completely gated off, where you'd need to actually submit government ID to confirm you're 18 years or older. But then that'd still be a bad look for the service overall. So it'd still be a tough road to watch, or a tough rope to walk. Thanks to the resub modest boner in tier 1 bunny. Yeah, I was talking to Rex about Kick. This is very topical. Rex got banned on Twitch and they didn't give him a single reason for it. Well, I mean, the reason they gave him is the boilerplate. Apparently, he got banned for violent hate, which is crazy. But when Rex tried to ask, like, well, what triggered this? What did I do? They just resent him the same email and then said, you've now used your one chance for appeal. So, Rex is now on Kick. They didn't even say what he did or what happened. So Rex has been on Kick and he was telling me like it is fucking janky as shit to use. Like even like I said, even outside of just optics and like the reputation it has for a lot of like the degenerate shit that happens there, it is just still very primitive. A lot of the functionality isn't in place right now. But it can over time. Thanks to the gift sub bubble and the resub HGH and the prime phenomenal. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks for that stuff. And the resub Smoker. That's pretty cool though, Cap. Oh, that sounds nice, Christian. I can check that out. Probably not tonight, but tomorrow. Thanks, resub Panda. Do you see Kick going down the same path as Mixer? Tough. I don't know. I feel like Mixer had a lot of things working against it. One, the site actually looked like a mobile game. It literally looked like Fortnite if it had a streaming service. And no one really wanted to be on there. It was convoluted with a ton of nonsense. Like you could tip lemons. You'd have like a lightning bolt mode. You could enter like Goblin Zone. Like a ton of goofy, stupid, childish shit. And they only got 3 big streamers ever on their platform that they paid for from Twitch. So the second they went offline, all of those viewers had nowhere to go except back to Twitch. Kick is a little different in that people are going to it almost organically because the split is so good, 95-5 to the streamers. It's getting a lot of streamers that aren't banned, but overwhelmingly their streamers are the banned ones. So they just have more streams in general. So it's a little stronger than Mixer right now. I don't see it going down the same path as long as they can keep updating and improving. I think they resub Metalhead, Shadow, and Tier 1 Peck. And the Bits Bunny. They'll probably adjust those rates once they're more successful. Nope. I actually disagree. I think Kick, and really any streaming platform, honestly, can indefinitely run with a 95-5 split. I think people fail to realize just how low sub revenue is for a company like the size of Twitch. It is far from their big driver of the bottom line. So I really feel like Kick could absolutely keep that. Not sure, Eric. Interesting question. Kind of Nesh, but not exactly. It's not anything different than any other partner has. I keep seeing this tossed around. Kick was made just because of the ban of gambling on Twitch. They're losing so much money, but it's only up because it's owned by Stake, and Twitch has never made a profit. So I watched, and I guess this could all be bullshit, but I don't have access to the numbers. I watched Eddie, Stake Eddie. He did an interview, and he claimed that Kick was already profitable in Q1. which is crazy. It's a crazy claim, but I feel like he might actually be right. I think the way they're making money right now, if I had to guess, is the people on that platform that are in the gambling section are directly feeding to Kick. So I feel like all the streamers that are streaming gambling on Kick are getting a lot of conversion to stake themselves, which is turning a profit overall. That would be my guess if he's being honest with that. Like I said, it could be all bullshit, but right now Kick doesn't have a ton of people on it, so it could almost be reasonable. I thought Twitch had half its revenue through subs. Not according to like Devin Nash and a few other sources. Streaming sub revenue from streaming is really not that big for a platform. There's the resub relic and who's yeah, like I said, that kick claim could be absolute baloney. I have no way of knowing. I just feel like it could be true if I had to try and like spitball how it could be true. Then what is? Do you really have to ask? The number one revenue driver for like a streaming service is sponsors, the ads. That's why the big push for Twitch is ads. Thanks, Resub Musin. I don't really know the area too well, I guess. But maybe Fort Worth has cool shit. I don't know it though. Thanks, Resub Jakey. You see Lawbreakers might be making a comeback? I hope you're not memeing. That'd be amazing. Is Cliff Bleszinski hopping back in the saddle? Oh, here we go. Cliff Bleszinski says, stay tuned for Lawbreakers news. Wow. That would be incredible. This game was a lot of ass, but it'd be almost nostalgic to see it come back. Thanks to Resub Bubble and O-Dog. No, I've never seen that theory before, Sleepy. And the Resub Josh. And the Resub Gray. And the Resub Galdu. So they don't want us to subscribe to streamers? You talking about Twitch? Legitimately, they don't want you to use your Prime. Using a Prime sub is an absolute fucking dagger to the heart of Twitch every time you do it. You have to remember, they just like actually get nothing out of that. It's just like a loss for them. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I do think they're going to phase out Primes not far into the future. I really think that's on next on the chopping block is a huge change. Thanks, Resub Xander, Iris, Berkey, Retro, Sloth, and Cat. The Prime Taylor and Hand. Oh, I'm not going to Fort Worth. It was someone in the chat. Not me. Thanks to Resub Richie. And Distant. And the Resub Gory and the Prime Bwomp. And the Bits Focused. And sometimes I do. Does your Twitch contract end soon? I don't know. I think it ends in a few months. So not super soon, but not super far away either. They don't do contracts anymore. So like I said, I'm not going to be doing like Twitch only streaming. I'm going to try YouTube as well. And I'd be open to Kick, but like I said, the one stipulation is they can't advertise Stake anywhere. And from what I've read, they're currently not. It seems like it's only coming from the gambling category, but I need to really vet that more. But I'd be open to trying all the platforms, really. Like I said, I really do want a lot of like competition in the streaming space. Helps everything out. Even TikTok? No, not TikTok. TikTok, fat no. TikTok and Facebook, absolutely not. I think those two are fucked. That's worthless for streaming. I wouldn't even try those two. Everything else, though, sure. Thanks to Resub, Greengrass, Barton, Beaky, Normal, Jim Wool, Celis, Store, Stinky, Bong, and the Prime Quantum, Aid, and Tier 1 Berserker, and the Resub Neva. Be unique and use Instagram Live. Oh man, that sounds miserable. Holy shit. I hate Instagram live streams. I've only seen a handful of them, but my god, they're bad. What is this? In the final tweet in this thread, Blazinski wrote, "The team worked their asses off on it. I relocated many people from other parts of the world for it, and the internet was like, har har, it doesn't have enough players. Meanwhile, the studio craters, and I have to deal with a year of crippling depression out of guilt." Why are you trying to, like, victimize yourself here, man? You made a game that not a lot of people liked, so not a lot of people played. It's not like it's their fault. It just wasn't great, and it came out at a terrible time. It's so weird. Most people liked Lawbreakers, it's just literally nobody played it. I don't remember it being a very positive reception. I know this said that, but I really don't remember that. Because like I've told this story before, the last time I went to LA, and the only time I've been to LA, we actually went to the top secret Blazinski Lawbreakers reveal, and we all got to play the game. Every single one of us didn't like it. It was so bad, in fact, that the three of us that went, none of us used our footage from it, because it just wasn't fun. And then the game fully released and it was exactly the same. It still just wasn't that much fun. Thanks to Resub, Chainsaw Man, War Piggies, and Pole. And Christian, and the Tier 1 Brex, and Tier 1 Leo. And the Resub, Yumster, and Reverie. And Sleepy. And QFem. And Sneck. Hear about that guy that got shot at Costco for asking about a couch? No, but I read about that guy that got. I read about the guy that stabbed an 11-year-old for calling him an NPC. 11-year-old stabbed at a Dollar Tree after calling a man NPC. This one was crazy. Thanks, Resub, Pig, Bill, and Awi. Did the stabber even know what an NPC was? I have no idea, man. But this is NPC behavior. Those kids were right on the money. Dude was an actual NPC. Thanks for the bits, Eric. That's not a bad idea, Eric. I've done something like that before. Man really said, then pay with your blood. Fucking W reference. But yeah. Luckily the kids survived. Thanks to the tier 1 Eage in the bits Tory. I'm not sure. It's always up to Jackson Tory. I put that in his court. I'm always down. There's a woman who got shot and killed for pulling into the wrong driveway. Don't remember that, but man, there has been a lot of crazy shit like that. I read about 5 people who got shot because they received a pizza delivery that was meant for someone else. It was in Detroit, which is like right on par. There was a pizza got delivered to the wrong house, and when they showed up to reclaim the pizza, it had already been eaten. So it led to a shootout where 5 people got shot. I think it was 5. Hey, Liana. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for your sub spicy, Aiden, Stony, Dysphoria, and Hybrid. That's America for you. Damn right. What, you guys don't shoot each other over pizza wherever you're at in the world? Fucking pussy. Bet you would have let that pizza slip. Tragic. Thanks to resub Yeet and Code. No, I can't say I've seen that, Tori. New Dead Island 2 trailer. Oh, did they release a new one? Oh, when does this come out? Launch trailer. I thought this was still a few weeks away. Oh, it comes out in 3 days. Oh, shit.
Fuck. Oh, my head. Hello? Hey, can you hear me? I got some water. I was trying to fucking help you!
Thanks to the resub, Dane. Or Deason.
Oh, fuck.
Say something.
I'm not a zombie. Immune. You know you do. I'm immune! Come on, big boy. Let's fucking do it.
So I've said this before and people don't like this, but I did not like Dead Island 1.
You don't know shit. Out there, you gotta be a mechanic, medic. Jackie fucking Chan rode into one.
I've seen all his movies.
There's millions of those things out there.
just waiting to sink their teeth into us.
You're screwed.
Well, what the fuck is this? Why is everyone saying Dead Island is ass? Last time I said this, you guys were like, L take Charlie. Dead Island's a classic. L take, Dead Island was fucking amazing. Wait, why is everyone singing such a different tune now?
Come on, fuckers.
Different crowd, yeah, I guess.
Hit them till they stop biting.
Voodoo, you voodoo, bitch.
I mean, I'm going in with an open mind. Like, I feel like it could be fun, but like I said, I didn't like the last one, so. There's some Pokey and Emery, and Drake, and Mel, Huddy, and Deason. And the tier 1 hums, and the bits Jason. We talked about that last night. I think that shit is crazy. Thanks to Prime Mojo. I don't understand why it became such a big deal. It makes no sense to me. Oh, thank you for the 10 gift subs, Nesh. Really appreciate the generosity. Thank you for that. Did you hear about the Florida governor pushing the death penalty for child rapists? A W, by the way. I saw that. And I was shocked to read the comments where almost everyone, like, bipartisan, was like, you know what? he's kind of spitting. Like, he's kind of spitting on that one. Like, that's just kind of a W. Thanks to the big tier 2 Cheeto. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard. And the resub, Danny. Favorite SpongeBob episode? Panty Raid. I think that's one of the most iconic SpongeBob episodes. The Prime, All Minion, MJ, and the resub Faye. True. Yeah, the humidity gets the best of you real quick. You can't even buy it. I know. They literally took out one of the best SpongeBob episodes with Panty Raid. It's unbelievable. I just made a whole video talking about, like, censoring old art to fit modern sensitivities, which is a trend that's for some reason becoming very prominent. I don't know how many of you guys saw that, but they've been revising, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Agatha Christie work, just banned Assassination Classroom. Like, it's out of control. It's absolutely out of control. Now we can't even watch fucking Panty Raid. Thanks to give sub Cheeto. And thanks to the resub Tony. They unintentionally gave a sales boost to all the banned books. True, Assassination Classroom popping off now after the ban. Thanks to the resub Ghost. There's a whole consulting firm that the company's hired to do that. It's wild that it's a business. We talked about that on the podcast, actually. I couldn't believe it. It even has, like, a really dystopian name. Let me look it up real quick. Because it was something like... You know, I'm not going to try and butcher it, but it literally sounded evil. They call themselves sensitivity experts, but what's the firm? Because it's a company that does it. Thanks to the bits Cheeto and the resub Joey and Thicken, Dog, Ghost, and the Prime. Cockatiel and resub Rum and the bits Cheeto. Fuck, I can't find the name of the company now. Can you just tell me what it is? I don't feel like just looking it up endlessly. It does have a cool name. Well, cool, not being the right word, but it does have a scary name. I think it's Tier 1 Arcane. How is the Florida bill worded? Would a 19-year-old who has consensual sex with a 17-year-old statutory rape be considered for the death penalty? I don't know I don't know all the particulars about it. It's just something that was pitched. But I feel like statutory rape and child rapist are probably two different severities in the eyes of that law, would be my guess. The company is called Inclusive Minds? No, it doesn't ring any bells. I don't think so. No, it had a long... Well, this is a real company, but I don't think it was this one. It had a much longer name than that. Huh. Maybe. I don't think it was that, though. I thought it was longer. I think the Tier 1 Arcane, the resub Pheno. Unfortunately, if one innocent person jeopardizes the entire idea, unfortunately, unsolvable problem of capital punishment. Well, yeah, it's always going to be a problem of not only capital punishment, but just incarceration in general. Getting it wrong. Shit happens all the time, which is crazy. Thanks to Prime Ozzy. Give me 2 seconds though. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Tiana. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thanks to resub. Magical, Mocha, Sway, Jojo, and the gift sub Arcane. And the bits Dojin. And the Prime Brussels. And the resub KZA. And the Prime Luchador. Thanks to the resub Broccoli. Any anime you're doing a moist review about? Like currently airing ones? Probably Hell's Paradise once that's done. Thanks to resub Treeborn. Maybe Vinland Saga Season 2. I usually don't really like doing season by season though, which is why I didn't do one for God, what was the last one? I don't remember now. Oh, Tokyo Revengers. Like sometimes I'll do it, but most times I won't. Is the resub Haley, Wager, and the bits Ruma, or the gift sub Ruma, and the resub Dante. I like Tokyo Revengers. Oh, and Demon Slayer, right. I totally forgot Demon Slayer. Just started. Thanks to resub Narwhal. And the bits Kobe. And the bits Zax. To Your Eternity Season 2 thoughts. Yeah, it's just super mid. It's just such a fucking mid show. Season 1 was good. Season 2 is just very fucking average. To Your Eternity manga full of ups and downs, and Season 2 was the down part. Yeah. I was just so uninterested for fucking half of it, man. Thanks to resub Nighthawk. And the resub Thursam. And the Prime Headhunter. You see the AI Drake song? There's a new AI Drake song every hour, man. Which one are you talking about? TikTok's going crazy with it. There's Prime Phantom. There's a resub Anarchy. Draymond got ejected for stomping. Oh, wait, he got ejected for that? I saw that on Twitter. I thought they just let it slide. Thanks, resub Star. It just happened. Wait, what? No, it didn't. You're talking about when he, like, grabbed his hamstring and fell back on him, right? Or did he do something else? Kings fans are not happy with Trey. Wow, no, this actually just fucking. What the? Jesus Christ. Why is he such a dirty player? That's 2 times in like what? A couple hours? Yeah. No, I just saw it. That's fucked up. He grabbed him? No, I'm looking at it right now, man. Even if it... Like, even still, I do see more of a grab on that angle. Even still, though, that is like a deliberately hard stomp to the chest. It's still not like an excusable thing to do. Usually the reaction would just be like, hey, don't do that. Or just like run more forward instead of jump on him. But yeah, no, I definitely see the grab more on this angle than the first one. But even still, that is a huge overreaction to it. Fucking curb stomp him. Not only that, he fucking pogos too. He stomps him and then jumps off it. Thanks, the resub cat. And the resub Arkin. Yeah, we just talked about that kid who got stabbed for calling some guy an NPC. We already went over that. Thanks, the resub Pillsbury. Thanks, the Prime Dew. You gonna try the new puppet combo game, Rewind or Die? I haven't even heard of it. They release so many goddamn games.
That was Keith. Wants you to cover the evening shift. Michelle hasn't turned up for work.
Yeah, well, next time, tell them to shut. Yeah.
You know that RBL Studio...
I think I'll pass on this one. This is just so fucking generic. These are the bits. Discovian. Do I believe in aliens? Yeah, there's definitely aliens out there somewhere in the universe. I just don't think they visited us. Thanks to Tier 1 Almighty. Oh, wow, Jesus. Thank you for the 5K bits, Bobby. Watch the reaction to the live action One Piece, but it was false leak and the guy who posted it was called out. Oh. Gotcha. I guess that's not surprising. Unfortunate that the story gained so much traction like it was an official fucking leak. Okay, well that's good then. Maybe it still has a chance. There's a resub of Trinu, Limbo, and the Prime Dylan. Aliens run from the Illuminati. Is that what keeps them at bay? The Illuminati? Thanks for resub Beat Meat. Even watching the latest season of The Mandalorian? No. I have had legitimately no motivation to watch the new Mandalorian season. Not even because the last season was bad, but I didn't think that would bring up spoilers. I guess I should have been more specific. It's just I actually just don't care. Why can't I spell Mandalorian right now? Whatever. But I've seen these clips. Thanks to resub nuclear. And the bits Gabriel. No, season 2 was fine. Like I said, I didn't dislike season 2. Thanks to resub Karina. They were literally in the episode for 5 minutes. Yeah, even still, that's some fucking rough 5 minutes from the clips I've seen. What purpose does it serve besides just like a point at the screen? I know them. Cameo moment. But this isn't like the reason I'm not watching season 3. This is just something goofy I saw from it. Why do Star Wars fans hate Star Wars? Why does each episode have to progress the story and not just expand the universe? Huh? What? Star Wars isn't like an anthology, so for Mandalorian to just have an episode dedicated to cameos is fucking weird. I can't think of any show that's not an anthology that has an episode that doesn't contribute to the progression of the story. That's the whole purpose of it being a TV show. Each episode has to move it forward in some way. Unless, of course, it is like an anthology. Then you can have like a whole stupid cameo thing. Even Breaking Bad's The Fly, well, I guess it doesn't progress it forward per se. I think it's a good episode. But I could see why you could argue that it doesn't necessarily push the story forward. Thanks a bit, Gabriel. And yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They're very sweet. Thanks a resub, David. And the Prime Rain. And the resub, Spicy. And the resub, Drolt. People complain about The Fly must not know bottle episodes exist in every show. I mean, it's also just fine to not like it, though. There's nothing wrong with disliking a bottle episode. I didn't dislike The Fly, but I can understand why people wouldn't like it. Like, I get it. Thanks to the resub, Boogie. Yeah, we already talked about Rovio getting acquired. I think it's a not great purchase, but it's also not a dead company either. Angry Birds is still alive. The resub Logie. No, I've only caught like the very quick and dirty of it, Shy. I haven't watched any content on it. So I don't know the whole situation. Hey, Scoots. Ralph Yari. I don't know who that is. Why do you keep saying that name? He accidentally went to the wrong address to pick up his younger siblings and got shot. What the fuck? Damn. That's even wilder than the pizza situation. Jesus Christ. 84-year-old. Shot him. Oh my god. He shot him in the head and then in the arm. And the kid survived. Fuck yeah. Well, that's good at least. Or at least according to this, the kid survived. How do you survive a shot to the head? Damn. Thanks for the resub, Davey. The man then shot him in the arm after he fell over to ensure he died. I mean, just looking at this guy's mugshot, this guy looks fucking evil. Like, he just actually looks evil. That's like a character you'd see in like some kind of old PlayStation 1 game, is just the generic bad guy. He's a tier 1 framed. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that this is probably not the first time he's shot someone. He probably just got away with it previous times. They never found the body or some shit. No one is that casual and quick to just shoot a man. Or even more insulting, he was let go after 2 hours. What? Like, he was released? Where do you see that? I didn't see that in the article. Oh, it was before he was officially charged. Oh, gotcha. Thanks to the tier 1 framed in the prime, elusive, abolish, and the resub Jim, napalm, and the gift sub Yemi. Doubt it, Tori. It happened a week ago and they only charged them today. That's wild. Kid went to several houses before anyone called 911. That entire place is evil. What? This just must be like a really bad article on it because I didn't see any of that in here. Oh wait, no, it's right here. It's this one. Jesus. Things are resub Koi and Laird. I am, however, surprised that he didn't have a cell phone to call. And he had to rely on some of these other assholes out here to do it. That's so fucking unlucky. It's a miracle he survived. They're hiding the fact that it was racially motivated. I don't think they're hiding that fact. Like, it feels like it's pretty obvious that it was that it was racially motivated. Like, he just immediately shot on this guy pulling up. Does he do that for everyone that pulls up? If like a delivery comes through, he just fucking blasts? Because sometimes Amazon delivery drivers don't wear like a vest or anything. They just kind of have normal clothes on and walk up. I doubt that he does that. There's the Prime J and the resub Sparko and Snoke. And the resub Nico. He had a Ring camera. It wasn't random. Oh, really? That's even fucking wilder. So that means he literally saw him come up. You hear about the lady who had sex with a dog in a church parking lot and filmed it? Oh yeah, I never talked about that, did I? I didn't hear about that story till after she got arrested, but apparently it was pretty big on the internet for a little bit, and I just didn't even see it. Yeah, some lady filmed herself having sex with a dog, and then she got arrested and claimed that she was forced into doing it, even though it was just her and the dog. There's the tier 1 gut and the resub mega. Was it the same chick from Twitter? Nah. Here, I'll show you. No, not the video, the woman. Here. Here's a resub Keen. You heard of the guy that got killed after taking a picture and it... No, what? Jesus Christ. The fuck is going on? Here's the resub Aaron. Thanks to the Prime Yo Play. Man, you guys need some fucking help. Jesus Christ. She fucked a dog in a church parking lot and is going to jail for it. She's a goddamn zoophile bestiality practitioner. Meanwhile, you have chat going, I'm a dog too, you smell me? Hey, goddamn. You guys need Jesus in your life or something. Holy shit. There's the prime blue and the resub ice. And the bits Yeasley. And the resub Guggy. And the resub Dalton. True Tory, fucking true. Thanks a gift sub, Jase. See the woman from Twitter who fucked a fish. How is that even possible? That doesn't make any sense. Thanks the resub Hasmanian. It's not impossible. I mean, I guess it depends on what fish. You can't really, like, I don't even see how you'd fuck a fish in the first place. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I guess you could shove a fish in your pussy or whatever, or in your ass, but it's not really like having sex with a fish. It's using it more as like a dildo or something. Never go bass to trout. Words of wisdom, I suppose. Thanks a resub Guardian in the Prime Baba Booey and Tier 1 Winky. No, is there a video of that, Mac? The guy trips the suspect and ends a high-speed chase. Thanks, your Subquan. Yeah, as a pizza guy. Let me see.
Oh my god, Jäger! Oh my god, Jäger! There's a No!
Oh, nice.
Pizza delivery driver assisted Pennsylvania police.
That's
in an
huge.
Arrest. We hear from the delivery driver himself and how he still somehow managed to deliver.
He was waiting for that moment his whole
After Hours,
goddamn
presented
life.
by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Colbert.
That better have been a big tip.
Okay, so police are chasing a suspect, and it's not the cops who ended up stopping him. It's a pizza delivery driver.
Well, the cops
Tyler
would have also
Morrell, who
stopped
works
him,
at
I
Coco's
imagine.
Pizzeria in
This guy
Delaware
gets to be
County,
the hero.
PA, is seen on video sweeping his leg.
That is such a good trip, too. Like, that is textbook.
And tripping a suspect while he still holds on to the pizza. Thanks to Morrell, the suspect hit the ground, and officers in the Brookhaven Police Department
Thanks to the
were
recent
able to
flashback
make
and
the
Drew.
arrest. The police department have since thanked Morrell, saying, quote, "Thank you, sir, for the assist.
His hands are for
You're
pizza,
interested in
his
the
legs
job.
are for
We're
justice.
always looking for
Amen.
good people." So joining us now is...
That's hype. Actually, hold on, I do want to hear a little from the guy.
They said, you know, you'd be a good addition.
I honestly have not seen too much myself, but I'm getting like clips. Everybody's sending me screenshots of all the different stuff, so it's pretty wild.
Get used to it. Your phone's probably blowing up.
That keeps happening to me here. I get a call like left and right. I can't even remember who's saying.
Take us through what happened. I bet
Thanks,
you
Yusuf
just thought this was
Zangin.
another normal day at Coco's Pizzeria.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been there about 3 months, so I mean, it's been pretty normal. Every day's been pretty normal. You know, you got your slow days, you got your busy days, and this was like, you know, one of those like just like down the middle days, and you know, I'm in the middle of my shift. I was working till like 9 o'clock, and it's like 3:30. I knew it was, I had a cash order like five minutes down the road. And I get up there, I pull up, my car's like parked on the side, so there's plenty of room somebody could get by if they were driving like reasonably. So somebody, I get to
This
the
guy
door,
seems
I
nice.
knock on the door, ring the doorbell, and she opens the main door but doesn't open the glass door all the way, so I can't give the pizza to her. So I'm stuck with the pizza, and then so once I hear the siren and then the screeching, she shuts.
I like how he initially
she's
just walks
walking
out there with the
inside,
pizza just to watch. He
and
had
then
no idea this guy was gonna get out.
I'm with the pizza in my hand. There's nowhere to really put it down. So I hear all this screeching going on. He almost flipped over into, like, once he hit the curb, you can't really see it, but he almost flipped and then went into this person's house. So thank God he didn't wreck into this person's house. We've seen that before. So yeah, it was crazy. He's flooring it.
Good shit. That's hype though. That's a moment he'll remember for the rest of his fucking life. Exhibits Daddy and the Prime Anxiety. Did the customer get the pizza? Well, yeah, I don't think he just, like, took it back. He's a bit sleepy. This happened today? Yeah, looks like it. He's a resub Nimbus. He forgot the diet Dr. Kelp. If the role of Kang is if the role of Kang is recast, do you have anyone you want to see? Yeah, me. If they're dropping Jonathan Majors as Kang, I'll pick up the mantle. He's a prime script. And the bits Rhino. Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. Yeah, that wasn't nearly as cool as this one. The Amazon driver delivering packages during the standoff was hype, but not like this. This guy actively ended the police chase by tripping the guy. I can check that out, Tori. He's resub Dilab. We can get the Moist hoodie back in stock. It'll be going back in stock in, I think, next week. I think it's next week. Thanks the resub, Mike. Is there going to be a basketball video on your channel? Like I said, eventually we'll start streaming it. Hassan recorded well, 2 of our 3 games, so I think he'll have some of the video up. And I'm gonna be fucking tight if he, like, only includes their good moments, because that would be so fucking frustrating. When's the next Moist Esports event? Tomorrow. We got Valorant. Tomorrow at... Is it 7? I think it's 7. So we'll be there. We're back. Are you actually good at basketball? I am. I'm still shaking off the rust though. So the games with Hassan and his team were a little sloppy from our side, I'll admit, but we got it together for game 2, and then we just ended up losing game 3, but they were good runs. They were good runs. Things resub fresh. Bro's been shaking off the rust for 3 months. It's been 2 months, and yes, you have to remember, man, I stopped playing basketball once I got to college. That was 7 years ago. No, actually longer than that. It was closer to like 8 or 9 years ago, actually. Because I would have stopped going into my sophomore year. I don't think I played pickup after freshman year. So yeah, 2 months to shake off 8 years worth of rust? Absolutely. Thanks to resub Kuderis and Jesp. Excuses, excuses. That's just legitimately how it is, man. I gotta get back in the saddle. It's been a long time. I still did fine. Like, I still played fine. It was just I was missing shots that I'd normally hit. I think I was 1 for 5 from the 3, and I even missed a couple of, like, easy drive layups. So it's just one of those things. I just gotta get back into game speed. It takes time. I gotta take a shit real quick. Give me a second. Be right back. back. There's a resub. Red, Tone, Celery, Thunder, and Andrew. And the resub. Moises. Do you own a bidet? Nah, but I do need to try a bidet at some point. One day. Thanks, resub Beef. One day. There was a weird noise while you were gone. Oh, it wasn't a weird noise. I used the last bit of toilet paper and had to poopy ass waddle my way over to the cabinet to get another roll. So that was the cabinet closing. There's the prime Danzy. No, I didn't see that at all. Noctis, what the fuck? Thanks, resub ICF. And the Bits Rhino. That's a cool name. Yeah, I already talked about the 13-year-old who died doing the Benadryl challenge. We talked about that with the TikTok ban in Montana. He's a tier 1 overlord. The fuck is the Benadryl challenge? Oh man, it's absolutely a 4chan thing. The challenge is literally just take a bunch of antihistamines and see what happens. So a kid died doing it. It's 100% just like a 4chan thing to see how many people would fall for it. I remember this one's like an old classic. The God, what did they call it? The make your own cooler. This wasn't a challenge, but 4chan, this was a big one for not long, but a little bit. They published a like how to keep yourself cool during a hot summer without spending money on air conditioning. And basically what you ended up making was just poison. So if you made the cooler that 4chan told you to make, it would just give you carbon monoxide poisoning. And I think one person died from it. I'm a little foggy on the details, but I remember there was like a whole manual for it. That one's a fucking classic. And mustard gas. I don't remember the mustard gas one, but I remember one of them was literal carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh, that's another 4chan classic. The iPhone microwave charging, yeah. You nearly mustard gassed yourself killing a cockroach. I'm so tired of that propaganda. That's how rumors start. I didn't mustard gas myself. It was chloramine gas. It's not the same. Thanks the resub solo. Thanks to the resub, Jolly. Mannequin. No, unfortunately not Jolly. It didn't do anything. doesn't help. And for Tears of the Kingdom, can't resist. I just wish that company would fucking improve, man. I haven't tried the new Dark and Darker playtest yet, but I've watched it. I know you can play it through the torrent. I just haven't downloaded it yet. He reacted to the BBC interview between Elon Musk and a journalist. I already talked about that one. That is the worst goddamn journalist the BBC's ever had, it sounded like. I didn't listen to the whole thing. It was pretty rough. But there was the most viral part of it where the BBC interviewer's like, there's been a rise of hateful conduct on Twitter since you took over. And Elon said, can you give me an example? And he said, no. It's like, how the fuck would you not come prepared with some kind of follow-up to that question? So embarrassing. He literally went in there and fucking winged it. He's the resub potato. His excuse was he doesn't use Twitter. Oh, I don't even remember that part. I don't remember him saying that. But I love that if that's actually what he did say. Can you give me an example? No. Why? Well, I don't use Twitter. Fucking cool. It was such a softball interview. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I only saw bits and pieces. That was a fucking terrible journalist, though. That guy was bad. That guy was some ass. You gonna play Fortnite for Attack on Titan? No, I've seen it though. It seems kind of cool. But it's not enough to get me to play it. You hear about Soulja Boy's 3 consecutive NFT rug pulls in just 7 days? If you're falling for NFT scams in this day and age, it's your fault. Like, you just fucking deserve it. How? How? I don't see anything on it. Oh, no, never mind. 3 NFTs drop in 1 week. Huh. That's pretty awesome. Soulja Boy's asshole got leaked? Where are you seeing that? What? What are you talking about? I don't think so. How does asshole leak? Thanks, resub Lele. Oh, Zach. Looks like Zach XPT is the one that broke this. This is awesome. Very cool. Man, I actually just said I'll do 3 NFT rug pulls in record time. Nice. Thanks, the resub drop. You should watch the Mexican clown that killed cartel members and filmed it for the Poop Cruise Carnival Triumph. What? Oh, these are 2 separate things. Wait, what the fuck? The Mexican clown that killed cartel members and filmed it, or the Poop Cruise Carnival Triumph. I was going to say, what? Why would the Poop Cruise want those videos in the first place? I see, it's 2 separate things. Thanks the resub Cosmo. And the prime tofu. Why would the Poop Cruise do this? Yeah, exactly. It just wouldn't make any sense. That's not the Poop Cruise I know. Thanks the prime alto. In the prime Yggdrasil. Have you heard Doom Eternal Soulja Boy remix? No. That sounds terrible, though. You see that the Writers Guild of America voted to go on strike again? Didn't see that. Not surprised. Thanks to resub Morthar in the prime Cub. And the resub Sand. The prime Jolson. Did you see the drama about a Boston Marathon runner shitting in a dude's yard? The dude complained on Reddit, and then the Boston subreddit defended the runner that shit in the dude's yard. I'll check it out. Okay, the post is now deleted. Is it archived? Okay, so this is kind of like the patient zero here. One of the marathon runners just took a shit in my yard. Video inside. So it looks like there was hard evidence here. No questions to be asked. They couldn't have tried to blame it on like an animal or something. Okay, and then is this the second part? Man, everything's deleted. What the fuck? There was apparently porta potties throughout the route. Man, everything's fucking deleted. This one's not. Someone said it's an emergency. Why would you approach her during this? It was probably embarrassing. She took a shit in his yard. OP responded by saying she should have the courtesy of not shitting on my lawn. There's no possible way her actions can ever be justified. I mean, I'm on OP's side here. Like, you can shit other places. There's porta potties throughout there. Plenty that you can do. But yeah, the comments are more on the side of the runner. I think this is one of those astronomically rare circumstances where it can actually be justified. But why, though? Thanks, the Resuboxy. What do you want to happen now? Don't fuck up this woman's life because she didn't want to shit herself. Just don't shit in his lawn. What do you mean, what do you want to happen now? Put her on blast. This lady just fucking shit in my yard. Why? Did she pick up the shit after? No. She left it there and continued running based on the other comments I've seen. Oh my god. Wait, these comments, this is like the most Reddit shit I've ever seen. Oh, please load. Oh, must have been deleted. The comment said, OP should take a lesson from this post. Being a decent human actually requires some effort. On her part, like, just to have the decency not to shit in the yard. Yeah, here it loaded. Yes, you have some ground to stand on because this person... Yes, you have some ground to stand on, too, because this person, some personal shame. But what else do you get from it? And all of OP's responses there are so focused on my, and even stating in no circumstances is this justified. Quite showing of how this person is developed. No, yeah, obviously he has some ground to stand on, but that ground is covered in shit. That's the problem. What the fuck? So focused on my. Yeah, it's his fucking yard that she started shitting on. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. At least this one's got downvotes. The other one was updated. But he probably got downvoted because of terrible grammar. His grammar was more shit than that lady's ass. So they probably downvoted for that, because the other ones are updated. Thanks, the resub Dama. What else we got? Damn, OP, you didn't even offer the bathroom. At least we're getting to a point where some of these awful takes are fucking downvoted. Damn, OP, you didn't even offer the bathroom. Boo. Right? That's the humane thing to do. Do you want to clean up in my house? You're right. OP should have been out there with his baby wipes helping her wipe her ass. Maybe get her some Imodium and water while he's at it. Shut the fuck up. You gonna invite some stranger into your house after she poops in your lawn. Finally, a man in the Boston subreddit with a fucking brain in between their ears. Yeah. What are you talking about? Didn't even offer the bathroom. What's he supposed to do? be monitoring his ring at every hour of the day, making sure there's not some vigilante pooper coming through. Like fucking rushes out there and cradles her like a baby, dragging her to the bathroom. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of chaos? What kind of madness? What world are we living in? What kind of fantasy? Please, madam, come inside. Use my toilet. Use my facilities, quick. Put your sphincter away. There's better choices. Don't embarrass yourself. It's crazy. This was like a big post. I wish he didn't delete it. He just keeps going. What the fuck? There's so many. Again, at least this one has downvotes. You're acting like someone pooped in your yard for fun. She's running a marathon and didn't know what to do. It's not like she could just go home. Yeah, it's gross, but she was probably already embarrassed about the situation. Fucking hold it till you get to the porta potties, or even at the, even at the bare minimum, just shit on public property. Like shit on the street. Just anywhere else. At least bury it. And if you know what, and I'll go a step further. If you're going to shit in someone's yard, at least have the decency to pick it up. Like a dog. Man, I want to see the video now. It's such a fucking shame. They're soft over there in r/Boston, I guess. Marathon runners shit their pants all the time. Half the sport is being able to push your body to the limits and accept the consequences. I don't know how common it is, but there is an iconic photo of a marathon runner who's approaching the finish line with fucking doo-doo running down both of their legs. And they have like this really grimaced expression on their face. Actually just covered in more shit than like a baby who filled their diaper. There's the resub. Kazi, Jesse, and Rice. And the bits dame. Check it. It's on Twitter. The marathon pooper, or the picture I was just talking about. Because the picture is like a very big meme now. Well, was a big meme. This video, I imagine, probably didn't get re-uploaded anywhere before it was taken down. The video is on Twitter. Let me see. Obviously can't play it on stream, but I'll take a peek. What the fuck? Okay. Well, that'll do it. You can't really see anything. This guy's got a huge front lawn. Some people also came around the corner and caught her in the act. I don't know if those are like marathon judges making sure no one poops themselves or something, like the goddamn defecation police, but like 2 people come around the corner and actually watch her shit on this man's lawn. Did she not wipe? Well, if she didn't pack baby wipes or toilet paper for the marathon, she didn't expect to be shitting in it. Tactical shit drive-by. Yeah, looks like it. But yeah, she just leaves it. Doesn't even look like she makes an attempt to clean it up. That is foul. So the better option was for her to shit herself instead of going in someone's yard. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? Like you'd rather someone be covered in shit and publicly embarrass themselves instead of have a corner of poo on your lawn. It's literally part of the sport. Nearly 60% of marathon runners report shitting themselves. I think you're pulling this out of your ass. This stat is just as shitty as this woman in the yard. Like, I don't believe that. But yeah, there's a couple of other options. Fucking poop in public on the street outside of other people's property, or if you're going to poop on someone's yard, treat it like a dog shitting and literally pick it up after yourself. Yeah, 100%. Things resub scoots and cops and Tonk in the tier 1 synchronized. It looks like that's all we got. That was quite a journey. That was an adventure. Things a resub EP. First off, runner's diarrhea, as it is known, is a real thing. A study published in the National Library of Medicine in 1992 asked 109 long-distance athletes about their bowel movements during runs. 62% reported that they had stopped for a bowel movement during training. 43% said they had nervous diarrhea before a race, and 51% said they had experienced diarrhea after a race, and 12% reported full-on fecal incontinence while running. That is shockingly high. But that's probably why they have porta potties throughout these marathons, for situations just like this. I guess I don't know how close together those porta potties are, though. Maybe there's like a big gap in between them. Thanks to the resub, Rat. And yeah, Dark and Darker's in a rough spot, but it is still available right now with a torrent. Thanks to the resub, Vince. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wild situation. I didn't realize how common poopy pants were during a marathon. I thought that was kind of like an isolated incident. Thanks for the resub, Ahmed. What you did was wrong, but I'm sure in her mind it was sheer panic. Hard to say what you'd do unless you're in the same shoes. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like I said, I don't think this was premeditated. I don't think she planned on shitting in someone's yard that day or anything. But even still, like if you know like the floodgates are opening, I would say just do it on like public land, or at least clean up after yourself. Like find some bushes on public property, shit there, or clean up after yourself at the very least instead of just leave it like it was a hit and run, like a drive-by. Here's a tier 1 sauce. Twist, she wasn't even actually running in the marathon. Oh, yeah, maybe it's a very nefarious plot. The marathon was just a cover. There was a second shitter on the grassy knoll. This was cool. This was a nice little rabbit hole. I don't even remember who brought that up, but that was interesting. Thanks the resub, Josh. Alright, I'm getting tired now, though. I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Thanks for subbing. Enjoy those emotes. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. See you tomorrow.